Hello, everybody. All right, let me just get this situated so I have it ready. All right. Wait for some people to show up. All righty. So it looks like we have some people here. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. This is astrologer Richelle. I'm an astrologer. I work for Lotta. You can book a reading with me at astrolotta.com. I'm in the reader section. I have a whole bunch of different services, so definitely feel free to check that out. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining, everyone in the chat room and everyone watching live. So today I'm going to talk about a few things. First, I'm going to talk a bit about the Pisces moon, the fresh Pisces moon that we are currently in. It's freshly here, good old Pisces. And I'm also going to be talking about, of course, with this Karma series, I'm going to be talking about the North Node and the South Node. So these are two major karmic points in our chart. So I will talk more on that in a moment. Hello, everybody. Yes, tough week. For sure. It's been a crazy, crazy wild ride with this intense eclipse is one word, or one way to put it. Okay, sorry, I just want to get my screen all situated so I am ready. And I can see your comments. Yes, the moon is now in Pisces. It was in Aquarius for a bit there for about 2.5 days, opposing the sun, opposing Mars, opposing the North Node, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, it was in Aquarius. It just went into Pisces about around 2 hours ago or so. But yeah, so first I'm going to start with, and also before I get ahead of myself here, at the end of this I'm going to be doing a couple free North Node and South Node readings, so stay tuned. But first I'm going to talk about the moon being in Pisces. All right, so excited. So yeah, the moon in Pisces. Here, let me just get my notes up here. So I did just post a big article on the moon in Pisces. I'm sure you will see it once it's posted on Astrolotta's page on Facebook. So definitely stay tuned. That has a lot more detail than what I'm about to give you now. But I will touch base a little bit on what's going on with this Pisces moon. All right. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure I'm seeing your comments here. All right. Cool be your patience, guys. Sweet. All right. So yes, Pisces moon. Pisces moon is here, and I think it's kind of in really good timing because we just had the eclipse, our full moon partial eclipse, just yesterday. Everyone's feeling it, of course. Sorry, guys. Your comments distract me. They're really funny. Anyways, so yes, the eclipse has really shaken everybody up. It doesn't matter if you have Aquarius or Leo in your chart. Doesn't matter what sign. It's going to affect you some way, shape, or form, especially people with Leo and Aquarius in their chart. So with the moon now in Pisces, Pisces really represents, it represents a lot of things, but especially letting go of the past, letting go of, insecurities, letting go of our hurts, just letting go of anything that no longer serves us. And I'm sure many of you have heard this multiple times over the past few days. I'm sure a lot of you have read many posts about the eclipse and how it is here for us to, the eclipse is here to help us, help illuminate something that we've been meaning to let go of. And this can be hard, this can be painful, this can be especially tricky too if we are ignoring this. So Pisces Moon. Pisces Moon comes into play, perfect timing, because it is all about, you know, feeling everything. It's all about feeling every bitter, sweet emotion, feeling, you know, everything. This is a great moon to really go within, to really contemplate. This is a great time to do, you know, inner research, whether this is inner research with yourself or just researching other things. This can be a fantastic time to, I don't think I said this yet, but meditate. Meditating is a fantastic way for us to really still our mind and just, you know, okay, where am I at right now? What is my intuition trying to tell me? This is what Pisces represents, our strong intuition. All of us have it. Some of us, you know, may have, you know, been working on this more than others, but we all have this ability to tap into our intuition. So with Pisces Moon, our intuition is here to guide us and to show us, you know, these deep, deep inner feelings that are holding us back, or that, you know, are keeping us from moving forward. Hello, everyone. Awesome. So yeah, this is a great time. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing it, but it's time. Yeah, lots of spiritual awakening happening for sure. Yes, full moons always shine the light on what was hidden or in the subconscious, the moon. If you've been wondering if you're in the awakening process, there's a good chance that you are. Okay, sorry, just answering a couple messages in the live chat. Sorry, no, I just messed up my. There we go. All right, so yes, back to the Pisces moon. There's lots, I mean, there's a few transits going on for sure. First, we have Moon opposite Mercury. This is going to be interesting because Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, and how we learn and how we communicate, it's about to go retrograde, as many of you know. But this is the first aspect that the moon in Pisces is making. It's making a opposition, so opposite from, in the opposite sign. It's making opposition to Mercury. So what does this mean? This can mean something, like I said, something hidden or secret that we've been holding on to or keeping stuff down or suppressing or whatever it may be is about to come up and be brought up. This can be brought up in your mind. It can just be in your head a lot more, or you can be thinking about it a lot more, and it's harder for you to ignore. Also, having the moon opposite Mercury, this can have us expressing this, you know, whether with you know, people we trust, such as family members, friends, that sort of thing. Or even, you know, partners as well. We can really, our emotions and our deep feelings and all of this deep, 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 deep stuff and whatever we are trying to let go of it's here. And Mercury opposite the moon is basically here to say, you know, face this, pay attention to it. Look at the bitter details. Mercury and Virgo, this is all about the details. So yes, there's one aspect. I write much more in depth on these aspects. So yes, stay tuned for that. I'm sure you will see it. It's on Astrology's page, or it will be. It's not quite posted yet, but it will be. Also, we have I'm not going to go through every single aspect because that would just take us too long and we'd all get really bored, I'm sure. Yes, someone mentioned, or people who lie are being caught. That's very true. If you have been, you know, being deceiving, if you've been lying, anything like that, that sort of stuff, it's going to come to the light. or it's very possible that it could. So, you know, do your best not to be delving into any of that, lying and stretching the truth or exaggerating, that sort of thing. Another really good aspect that we're getting is Moon trine Pluto. Pluto, if you don't know, Pluto's all about those deep, deep inner dark feelings and parts of us that we have trouble at times accepting. And Pluto here is Pluto is making a happy, harmonious trine to the moon. So we are being supported in digging up these, you know, things that need to be brought to the light and you know, acknowledged. We are being supported in our transformation and our healing that comes from this as well. So definitely great time to, you know, really feel what it is that you're, you know, what you may be trying to suppress, because it's there to teach us, it's there to show us many things, many lessons. And yeah, really we're the only ones who are able to recognize that lesson and, you know, to grow with it and build off of it. So another thing with Pisces Moon is, like I said, Pisces rules intuition. We can really, our intuition will be much higher with this moon, especially when the moon conjuncts Neptune in Pisces as well. So this is going to be very, a lot of people are really talking about spiritual awakenings and you know, connecting to their higher selves as well as their abilities. I see a lot of people are going to be doing just that, especially, you know, this moon. This moon, I feel, is like, I mean, Aquarius moon, that was powerful enough, but this moon is here to, you know, carry on what the eclipse has shown us. All right, what else here? The moon in Pisces, it can be easy for us to delve or dwell in our self-pity. It can be easy for us to feel like a victim as well, but we must remember we are not the victim. No matter what the situation is, we have created this, so we can't be a victim. You know what I mean? Lots of deja vu. Yes, for sure. All right. How long for Pisces? Pisces moon, every moon lasts about 2.5 days. So you got 2.5 days of this lovely Pisces energy. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. Yeah, like I really want to just touch base on all of the aspects that are happening with the Pisces moon, but I feel like we won't have enough time. But another thing to note is the moon is going to also conjunct Chiron in Pisces. So Chiron, if you don't know, this is, I talked about this last week. Chiron in the chart represents our innermost, deepest wounds that we have difficulty healing ourselves. But excuse me, but this is where we are able to help heal others, okay? So the moon conjunct Chiron, this is, again, this is a revisiting of our wounds, our insecurities, our hurts, you know, these things that they could be holding us back. And I think a lot of the eclipse energy is going to have a lot to do with our wounds and blockages and things that are holding us back. So this is fitting. So much internal conflict. Yes. Oh yes, yes, for sure. And this is only the beginning, guys. Like, we still got a solar eclipse on the 21st of August. And we also have Mercury retrograde coming up, plus, you know, the numerous other retrogrades that are going on currently as well. This is the time, yeah, not the time, but it's a time for sure. Moments of profound sadness. Yes, this is definitely Pisces energy too. And I think that everyone will be especially worn out from this eclipse, and you know, especially having Pisces Moon right after. Pisces Moon is very much go with the flow sign. We really need to remember to honor our energy levels and honor our, you know, where we're at right now. Really be gentle with yourselves these next few days, because Pisces Moon can be very sensitive. We're going to be taking on other people's feelings and emotions much more easily, so definitely pay attention to this. If you feel like you're taking on an emotion and it's overwhelming and you're not sure where it came from, it's likely that it was not yours. One thing I recommend for anyone, really, anyone who's sensitive to other people's energy, is to envision a golden aura around you, you know, to protect yourself, and, you know, kind of say to yourself, okay, this is not my emotion, I'm taking this on, this is not me, I let it go, and, you know, let it go. All right, I'm not going to talk too much longer or too much more about the Pisces Moon, but I do feel like it is important. So I'm just going to quickly finish what I'm saying here. So yes, also with the Moon conjunct Chiron, this is, we're going to feel very, very wounded. We're going to feel very, very, you know, we're going to feel all of our insecurities, all of our hurts, especially the water sign people and earth people. Everyone, really. There is no exception to who's going to feel it, who's not. We're all going to feel this Pisces energy, especially right after the eclipse. So yes, this is a time where we are capable of acknowledging our wounds, especially with Chiron conjunct the Moon. Feel it out, acknowledge it, don't ignore it, because that's just going to make it worse. It's going to hurt, it's going to be uncomfortable, but if we're able to really, you know, learn from our lessons and our wounds and our insecurities and our doubts, and yada yada, if we're able to work with this and better understand it, then the better we will be at understanding others and at helping others and healing others. Okay, so with, just like with everything, it's not just about us. You know, there's everybody, and we really have to, you know, as a collective, really remember that, because without each other, we're really nothing. You know, when you know, stuff hits the fan and, you know, everything goes to crap, not everything, but, you know, if stuff, you know, hits the fan and happens, all we have is each other. So we really have to, you know, connect to these wounds, for one, because it helps us remember that, you know, we all have wounds, we all have hurts, we all have, you know, things that we're working on. We all have this, and in the end, this is what makes us all very much the same. This is what makes us connected. So yes, one more thing about the Pisces Moon. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, co-ruler of Jupiter as well. So this sign is very much connected to the other side. It's very much connected to source. It's very much connected to, you know, yada yada. This sign is very much a reminder that we, you know, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Pisces is one of the most compassionate feeling signs in the zodiac. It understands all the signs before it. And with that, I feel comes, and especially with this moon, we can really be aware of the fact that, you know, we are connected to source. We are connected to the other side. We are connected to our higher selves. We are. We already, we know this, or we should anyways. A lot of us have forgotten this. Okay, I'm almost done my rambling about the Pisces moon, guys. I'm a Pisces myself, so it's really hard not to ramble about this. So I'm just gonna, yeah, like when we're able to forgive ourselves for having those wounds, or for having those bad thoughts, or for having yada yada, right? When we're able to forgive ourselves, we're able to forgive others. And when we're able to do that, we're able to start this, you know, we have this ability to love and to unconditionally love everyone around us. And this, all in all, brings us closer. And yes. Okay, last little bit here. Pisces Moon is Senate, you're listening. Nice. Your guys' comments. So yes. Basically, what I'm trying to say here, guys. Pisces is here to teach us that if we can imagine it, it's possible. We are our own creator. We are all creator, experiencing itself in different forms, right? So we're all, you know, we're all capable of creating our reality, and we do every day. We create with our minds, we create with our words, we create, whether we want to admit it or not. We manifest the things into our lives, everything. So definitely pay attention, you know, to what you're manifesting, what you're creating. Because, and don't think that you don't have control, because you do. You just have to, you know, work on it and remember and yada yada. Okay, so that's it for now about the Pisces Moon. There's a lot more. There's a lot more in there in my little moon report that I wrote, but that's basically the gist, I suppose. So back to karma. And this all ties in. It may sound like I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but it all ties in the end. In the chart, there's the North Node, and there's the South Node. In astrology, these are very important components to the astrological birth chart. These are not planets, the North Node and the South Node. These are points on the ecliptic where the moon crosses the sun's projected path. The North Node, otherwise known as Rahu, represents what we are here to attain and to, you know, go after in this life. What abilities we are here to, you know, work on and develop. Then the South Node, otherwise known as Ketu, Rahu Ketu. Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Ketu, or the South Node. The South Node is our abilities that we already have. The South Node, it comes from our past lives, okay? And the North Node is our future. So everyone has a North Node and a South Node in their chart, and this really can give a lot of insight into what their past lives were about, what lessons they are taking in from that past life into this life, what abilities we have attained from that past life. This is all South Node that I'm talking about. Yeah, this is stuff we already know. This is stuff we are already, and that we've taken and learned and brought with us. And then the North Node, again, is what we're here to learn. It's what we're here to go after. It's what we're here to, you know, it's our future. It's our good karma in a way. And then the South Node, in a way, you could look at it, is our bad karma, even though nothing is ever truly good or bad. But get what I'm saying? So with the North Node and the South Node, it's very important to not give too much to either end, okay? So the North Node, South Node is energies being released from past lives. Yes, you're correct, David. So yes, with the North Node and the South Node, it's very important to maintain some balance. The North Node can be very obsessive. Okay, this is very important to remember. And the South Node can be very, you know, too much in the past of what we already know. So we really, we really have to balance the two. We don't want to just completely let go of everything we've known and learned from our past, South Node, right? And we don't want to completely just, you know, go full throttle into the North Node either. We really have to maintain some kind of balance. This way, we can really gain a lot from both the South Node and the North Node. Sorry, I'm just catching up with your comments here. Yes, South Node is always opposite of the North Node. Okay. Okay, some people are explaining it. So yes, so this is basically the North Node and the South Node. And a great deal can be told about your past, you know, what you came here with, your knowledge you came here with, your gifts and your abilities you came here with, as well as, you know, what your past life could have been like. And then the North Node very much is, you know, what you can attain in this future or in this life. This is what you're after. All right. So I'm just going to give a quick example here, and then I'm going to do a few North Node and South Node readings for you guys. So for example, my North Node is in Capricorn, okay? And my South Node is in Cancer. But here's the interesting part that, where is it? The interesting part is, oh yes, sorry, brain fart. Pisces mind, we lose track of stuff easily. So the interesting part about my North Node and South Node is they're in opposite houses. So well, which is the case anyways, what I'm trying to say is my North Node, Capricorn, is in the 4th house, which is the opposite house of Capricorn. And then my South Node is in the 10th house. So I know from, you know, studying my chart, as well as from a few other sources, and it all kind of coming together and me kind of putting the pieces together, I have figured out that, oh yes, I wanted to bring that up too. Okay, maybe I'll have to do that next time. Sorry guys. Okay, so I figured out that in my past life, and this is through other aspects as well in the chart that have shown me this, I was famous, whether I was royalty or, you know, whatever I was famous, and I'm pretty certain that I was a singer too. But I abused my position, if that makes sense. And I also, so South Node, Cancer, right, in the 10th house. I was very much focused on my career and my social status and the spotlight and what I'm creating and, you know, showing people what I was creating. In my past life, there's a few things, but I definitely abused this. And I took my family for granted in my past life as well. So, and then this life, with my North Node being in Capricorn in the 4th house, I'm very much more focused on my family life and creating at home. But that's just a small example. Okay, so if everyone's got a decent understanding of the North Node and South Node, oh yes, the South Node also, if you don't believe in past lives, this is totally fine too. South Node can also represent our early childhood, but mostly it reflects our past, and the North Node, our destiny, right? Okay, so I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'm going to, if you guys just, all right, I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. So last time, when I did the Chiron readings, I told you guys to just shoot me your, or to let me know if you wanted a reading, and then I would ask you your birth info. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it that way again. So whoever would like their North Node and South Node read, shoot me your info, and I will get your chart ready, and then we will take a look. All right. Whee. All right. All right, David, we'll go with you because you were super fast. And I'll do some more. I'll do some more in a little bit here too. Okay, David, so we'll do yours first. Oh no, everyone's sending it really quick. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Just give me a sec. I'm going to just get the chart ready. All right, David. So let's see. All right. Yeah, we'll do it this way. So, David. So, David, you were born the third month, 25th. And could you send me what time you were born, please, David? As well as the location. Scroll up to see if I can find. Oh, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. BCA. Okay, so I believe that's right. All right. And then I'm gonna, if it's all right, I'm gonna just switch this over once I have the chart and show you guys what I'm looking at. All right. All right. Let's look at David's North Node and South Node. All right. Okay. All right, so David, your North Node. Where is it here? Oh, interesting. Way to change it up. Your North Node is, it's not even like a full degree in to Taurus. And it's in the 11th house. So this to me means that this is really, you're really new to these lessons here. Okay, so we'll start with your past. South Node. Your South Node would be in Scorpio in the 5th house, David. So to me, this means that in your past, you really liked to indulge. When I say that, I mean you'd like to indulge in food, partying, drinking, sex, all of that. You were very much, you know, you loved to have fun and you loved to, and this doesn't mean you don't anymore. It just, in your past, this was your main focus. This is you were very, you may have been very stubborn as well, and you may be in this life too, depending. Oh, I still kind of do. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's interesting. But yes, your North Node is in Taurus in the 11th house. So you very much are very social. You're not so much about being in the spotlight, but you do like to have fun still, and you like to do it more so in a practical way. Oh yeah, I was gonna turn this around somewhere. Your mother's more stubborn. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna switch this around. Try to. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Got it figured. All right, sorry about that. Okay. All right, David. So yes, in this life, okay, sorry, let me focus here. In your past life, you were very focused on shining your light, but also shining your light in a almost dark way. I don't want to say dark, but you have this sense of inclination towards fame. Yeah, you could have been famous in your past for sure, but you likely, being in Scorpio, you may have really abused this. You may have been very controlling and manipulative, possibly. This life, you could be possessive still, for sure, but you're very, very focused on where you're going, if that makes sense. You're very focused too on your friends and you're very much more of a practical kind of humanitarian in this life. You're more focused on the collective than just yourself, or just, you know, you're very much more, I have this desire to inspire. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Inspire people, probably, or the collective in a practical way. Work in higher education. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, higher education, 11th house. That makes sense. And you may you could be more. I feel very used to. Oh, okay. Actually, what's interesting, depending how old you are, 86. Okay, you progressed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, one sec. Wow, okay, so your progressed sun will eventually be, if it's not already, it's going to conjunct your north node, and this is really, really, you're 31, okay. Oh, so it already probably has then, your sun's there, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, okay, so the past 5, 6 years, you probably have really begun to find your path and direction. Professor. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, teaching. Yeah, I can definitely see that. But your profession, you're gonna have the patience and the focus. That's for sure to teach. And something that may help you is your tone of voice. That could really help you, especially if you're, where is it, Mercury? Yeah. So experience trust. Okay. Interesting. I want to heal through your writing. Oh, okay. And you can make money this way too. Because, Taurus is how we make money. Yeah, with his past, he very much wasn't as focused on teaching, that's for sure. He was very much more focused on experiencing and living. Shine through your craft. Oh, yeah. Very interesting. Friends, you'll probably have faded friendships as well, having the North Node here. You'll have some really faded friendships. Very, very strong hopes and dreams as well. That your hopes and dreams will be very, very important to you in this life. Whereas you're creative, you're still creative, and it's good to bring those qualities from your past. You likely have a strong intuition from your past as well. You have this ability to look through people, kind of, and like see the truth. Yes, writing is very good healing for sure. Also, you may find, so many journals. You may also find that you just speaking, because Taurus, your North Node, rules the throat. Speaking can really help you fulfill that. Get visions of possible futures. Yes. Yeah, that's very interesting. And that's got a lot to do with your Mercury and Jupiter as well. You'll probably get a lot of insight or intuition in regards to your career. Fascinated with tarot. Yes, that'll definitely come with the North Node. And also you have Pluto and Scorpio, so there's that influence as well. And this is making a super, I know I'm like jumping off topic, but this is making a really good, harmonious, lucky trine to your Jupiter. You are very intuitive for an Aries. Nothing against Aries, guys. Sorry. It's just, you know, when an Aries has a lot of water in their chart like you do, it just makes you guys, yeah. And you guys are very courageous, and I find Aries, they have this faith. Like Pisces has this faith that they know that there's something else out there. Aries has this too, but it's more like unconscious, I think. But you guys, yeah, you have the drive and the confidence to follow your intuition. Awesome. All right, I'm going to move on to someone else. I hope that that resonated there, David. Kind of started jumping into your other stuff. But yeah, you're very intuitive, and you can probably pick up stuff about you pick up intuition on people closest to you as well. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to pick someone else. Okay, who needs this? So you can do my chart. Yeah, just go to, who is that? Jasmine Hall. If you're talking to me, I'm not sure, but definitely go to astrology.com and shoot me a message. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. I'm going to stop sharing for a second, just so that you guys don't see all, well, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I want to help all of you guys. I could do this honestly forever, but I know I shouldn't. Okay. So we're gonna just let the mouse pick for us. Ruby Tana. Okay, I got your birth date and your birth time. Now just send me your Ruby Tana. Just send me your birth location. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. All right. I'm just gonna add you into here. So Ruby Tana. I'll do more after this too, guys. Ruby, you are a female. You were born 1995. The third as well. Or third month, sorry. And then 19th. Ruby, send me your time, or sorry, location of birth, please. Then I'll check out your chart here. So 1/29. New Zealand. Okay. Copy. Paste. And then I'll switch this around here so you can see. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient. Okay. I'm going to switch this around. So you guys don't have to look at me. Look at the chart. Because who doesn't like looking at charts? Right. All right. All right, Ruby. Let's look at your North Node. I believe it's in Capricorn. No, it's not. North Node is in Scorpio. Oh, this is interesting. Just because it's in the 11th house, just like David, except it's in Scorpio. So very similar, but different. So for you, Ruby, let me get this up here. All right, so Ruby, you have your North Node. Okay, let's start with your South Node. I always like to start with the South Node because it's our past. In your past, you were kind of like David. You really liked to party. You were very much about yourself and very much about your self-worth. You based your self-worth very much on how you shined and your position and how people saw you, and that sort of thing. And as well as your creativity, you were very creative, and you still are creative. You bring these, gifts with you, right? So you never truly lose them. So also being in the 5th house. Oh, you partying it up. Sorry guys, one sec. Yeah, go ahead, sweetie. Sorry guys, my daughter. So yes, anyways, in this life, you are here to really, having the North Node in Scorpio, you are very, very focused on the occult, hidden things, and bringing this information to the collective, okay? Also, you're very, very focused on your intuition and your abilities. And you're likely very highly sensitive and psychic as well. I don't know if okay. Oops. Oops. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Sorry, guys. What? Okay, let's go back down. All right. All right. Sorry about that. Back to what we're doing here. This would be cooler if we each gave our interpretation of the nodes in someone's chart, and then we could pick what ones resonated. You guys feel free to share your interpretations. Like, I have no problem with that. I think the more the merrier. So you feel free to share them in there. I'm just going off what I see and feel here. So in your past life, also, you may have been very lazy. Just having Taurus there, you may have been slow, very overindulging in food, especially food. In this life, if you're not careful, you could easily, because the North Node is very obsessive. It wants more and more and more. So if you're not careful, you can really want more, like, depending, of course. You can really want more, sorry, just give me a sec. You want more, power. Scorpio rules power. It rules other people's money as well. You may really be able to, in this life, make money that not money that you haven't earned, but it's easier for you to gain money from others, especially having your Mars in the 8th house, by the way. Yes, I'm so lazy now. Yeah, but you know what? You're very capable of transforming yourself and transforming others, especially through the information that you share, this hidden knowledge, your gifts, your abilities, and teaching others how to use these abilities and connect as well, especially to intuition. Okay, so I'm gonna pick someone else here. Mars in the 8th. It's not that it's not good. I mean, I know some people who have this. It just means they have very, very high sex drive. You guys should take care of your health, especially, and your energy. Your energy can get depleted easily. Okay, so I'm going to pick someone else. You're very welcome, Ruby. Summer. Summer S. Let's do yours. And then I'll switch this around again. Right. So Summer S. Summer. Alright, so you were born March. Let me know if you guys like this too. Yeah, like I'm able to do this every Tuesday, and I really would like to stick to the karma theme if I can, but eventually I could easily run out of stuff with that eventually. But okay, so 19. Okay, we got that. For okay. All right, so I think I got yours here. Let me just double check. All right, well, looks correct to me. You like this format and the time? Good. I was really wondering that, actually, in regards to the time, because this time works better for me. Some people prefer it earlier, but yeah, this time works way better for me. And I can also alternate times. I can do sometimes earlier, sometimes later. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying this. And the funniest? Really? Well, that's good. Oh yeah, a bottle of wine would be perfect. Hey, that's something we can start, guys. We can do like astrology wine night with Richelle. Oh, that sounds fun. Could be dangerous, but fun. Okay, let me switch this around here. It's 5:30 in the morning now? Oh man. Okay, maybe I can, oh, I can alternate times. Maybe, we'll see. All right, let me switch so you can see. All right. Oh, that would be fun. Mind about it. I got a common question. What does it mean if a person has a lot of retrograde planets? Retrograde planets, no matter which retrograde planet, it has a lot to do with our past. Okay, I'm gonna do another video on retrograde planets because this is a huge karma thing as well, and this is stuff we bring in from our past that we have not completely worked on. Okay, for whoever was asking about Dime Duchess, your question on retrograde planets, I hope that answered it for you. Yeah, actually that's funny because I think I started out this video talking about how or maybe, oh no, I wrote it anyways, how drinking and escapism is Pisces Moon. Careful with your escapism and your wine, guys, because it's drunk astrology, yeah. Oh gosh, okay, let's focus. You guys are awesome. Yay. All right, so who is this for? Summer. Sorry about that, Summer. Thank you for being patient. I think you guys can see this. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so your North Node, Summer, is in, what is with all the 11th house North Nodes, guys? I mean, it's not bad. I'm just wondering. So the North Node is in Capricorn for you. This for you. Okay, sorry guys, getting distracted by your comments again. I need to focus. So North Node in Capricorn. This in your past life, you were very, very much focused on your North Node being in Cancer in the 5th house. This is very much got to do with, you may have been very, very moody and crabby in your past life, very not afraid to express how you feel. And in this life, you really are more grounded, or trying to be anyways. Yeah, you actually, you really could have, you could have been an artist, a singer, a musician, something like that in your past life, especially with your South Node being in the 5th house. This is the house of shining. This is the house of, you know, being in the spotlight, of creativity. So you likely were very creative in your past life, and you still have this, remember, because this is our, you know, we don't lose the things that we know already. You know, we bring it with us. So in this life, you're much more focused on, again, the collective, because there's, you know, a ton of 11th house North nodes here tonight. You guys are very focused on, like I said, the collective, the people, your friends, your dreams, and your wishes. This is the 11th house. With Capricorn there, your job or your career, whatever, will likely have to do with helping people in practical ways, and also providing for people, possibly working as a teacher as well. Like, there's a lot of teachers with 11th house North nodes, and also you do have Neptune and Uranus there as well. It's not, you know, conjunct or close or anything to your North node, but this definitely adds to the energy. Actually, they consider this is it 2 planets or 3? I don't remember. I think it's 2 or more planets in one sign is a stellium. So this will give you a lot of Capricorn energy and feel to you. Over here. Okay, just making sure we're not losing anybody here. Let me know if this is resonating at all with you, Summer. Good luck, everybody. Awesome. Okay. Also, with the 11th house, this can be our, you know, where we fit in the collective. You know what I mean? This is, you have a lot of ambition to leave behind a legacy for the people, to teach the people, or, you know, a message. Yes, it is. Awesome. So glad it's resonating, Summer. That's awesome. Yeah. See, in your past, you were much more self-centered, self-absorbed, that sort of thing. But now in this life, you're really focused on other people. So that's really awesome. Okay. Oh, and I'm just going to mention this before I move on. You have your Chiron. I talked about Chiron last time. So I'm going to just mention this really quick because I feel like I have to. It's really close to your South node. So your wounds really reside in your past. Like, this is definitely energy you're taking from your past. This could also be, you could have issues with shining your light with your family, or just wounds that reside in your family life or with children. This could really be where your wound is. But you have the potential to heal other people in regards to how they shine, how they create, what they create, as well as their family issues and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's very close to your South node, so I can see this being a very big wound that you carry from your past that you have to deal with in this life. But anyways, I'm going to move on, or I'll just find something else to look at here. All right, stop. Alright, I just want to see how long we've been going here. I think it's been almost an hour. Okay, so yeah, we're going to wrap up in a little bit here. I just have to pay attention to how much time, or what time we're at. Bobo! Since it's your birthday. Oops. Oh man. Okay, I'll do Bobo and one more after, so stay tuned. Alright, so I think I switched it. Okay, there we go. Alright, oh no, what happened? Okay, so Bobo. Alright. Hey Bobo, what is your info? You're born. Thank you, you're welcome. Okay, best birthday. Okay, what is your birth info? Oops. Oops. Oh, I'm not so good at this, apparently. What is your birth info? Oh, okay, so today, your birthday, right? So the 8th August. Springfield. Okay, what year? Sorry. So the 8th August. What year? And it's not 146. Okay. Spring. Springfield. See, was it? Let me just check. Springfield. MA. Springfield. MA. Okay, I think that's correct. Thank you for the wishes. 1977. Alright, I think we got you ready here. Alright. Switch this around so you guys can see. Alrighty. How do you know about your past life? You're very welcome. When it comes to past lives, a lot of insight can come from astrology, from psychics, from yourself, your own intuition and digging that you've been doing. Sorry, one sec. Dustin's sleeping. Sorry, guys. Little kids knocking at the door. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. One sec. Okay, well, that's fine. You can go take these. I'm in the middle of a thing. Alright, sorry about that, guys. The neighbor kids practically live here sometimes, which is good. Alright. Oh my gosh, where am I at? Alright, so Bobo, your North Node is in the 5th house this time. Thank you for changing it up, guys. And it's in Libra. Okay, wait, before I get ahead of myself. I was talking about past lives. Yeah, anyways, you can... Oh, so glad. Yeah. So yeah, with past lives, a lot of information can be given through astrology, like I said, through even just your own inner work. You can find a lot of information just through yourself. Actually, this is where I would suggest looking first. You know, you can get deep feelings, you know, like for example, I've always been drawn to Egypt, and I've always been drawn to Native American culture. I know for a fact that I've lived in both of those time eras. I've had, you know, dreams, very vivid dreams, yada yada. This is one of the best birthday gifts ever. Oh, awesome. Cool. All right. So back to this chart. So Bobo, you have North Node in Libra. Okay, so in your past life, you were much more focused on your friend circle. You were much more focused on the collective and fitting in to the collective, or, you know, being a part of the collective anyways. And in this life, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You were also very, you could have been much more selfish, especially in regards to your friendships in your past life. You may have been very aggressive as well, very decisive, especially with information or for teaching or you know, that sort of thing. And in this life, you are much more about keeping the peace. You don't like to argue or fight as much as you used to. In this life, you are also, you're more focused on shining your light through this you know, this new ability to bring peace. This will be very important to you, period. This, you know. Also, being in the 5th house, children could be very, very significant to you. You may even center your life around children in this life as well. Also, you'll be very creative, and likely in the arts, especially with Libra there. And I'm just looking at some of your other chart just to check. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you definitely are here to shine your light, and also to do this in a loving way, though, a loving way that also benefits others, because, you know, Libra is very much about other people. It's very much about your relationships, your close relationships. Also, people with strong Libra influence, and especially Libra North Node. In your past life, you're very independent, and you really, you know, depended on yourself to learn. But in this life, you've really come to realize, or are realizing, that you need other people in order to learn to the full extent. This is a huge Libra Aries access thing that we have. I do want to bring peace into my work. You're so on point. Oh, awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, and you know what? It's pretty close to your Pluto as well, so you can really transform not only yourself but others through this big time. This is awesome. This is really, really good. Yeah, it's not an exact conjunction, but it's close enough that you're gonna, yeah, this will be a very, very almost obsessive thing for you that you'll really want, because both the North Node and Pluto are obsessive planets. Well, North Node isn't a planet, but they're both very, very obsessive. And yes, happy birthday, Bobo. I forgot to say that. Everyone else is already saying it. What else can I tell you here? Yeah, shining your light is definitely part of your focus, and you really get to shine this time in this life. Yeah, bringing peace to people, especially through your work. Your Pluto is sextiling Neptune in the 6th house. You can really have yeah, you're very inspiring as well. You, especially in your work situation. You have this this deep faith as well within you that, you know, everything will work out all right. And you can be very optimistic too. This is so encouraging. Awesome. I'm so glad. Okay, what else can I tell you here before we pick someone else? I don't want to cut this too short. 5th house. Oh yes, I can't believe I almost forgot. 5th house is also all about love. You are here to experience love. and to bring love, especially to other people. Like, you know, this is just writing again. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? Like I told you guys all at the beginning, this eclipse, this is like, I don't think I mentioned this part, but it's I'm sure you guys have all heard it. This is very, very life-changing times, okay? These next, from, you know, week before yesterday till, you know, August 21st and beyond. This is a huge changing point in everyone's lives. Something is going to change, good or bad. Hopefully good. We're going to believe that it's good. Even if it is bad, it, you know, it can always, it's there for a reason. It's, you know, I'm trying to not sound so doom and gloom, because, you know, like, of course there is bad stuff that can happen, right? But I mean, in the end, no matter what, there's a bigger purpose behind it. Sports gambling? Ooh, that's a good question. Sports gambling. You know what? She's got Jupiter in the first, which is kind of a possibly. It's very possible. Oh, it's coming. Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to just take one more look here, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I just want to like start looking at the whole chart here, but anyways. Okay, so yes, bringing peace, beautiful things, creating artwork even. This could all be down your alley. This is all, you know, you're here to develop your peaceful, you know, abilities, and you have like a mediator feel to you, and you're really able to be the peacekeeper and to mediate situations and look at things from, you know, two different sides and really weigh, you know, what is fair. So yeah, I think that's it for now for you, Bobo. Please, I hope that resonated. And I'll pick one more person. Wow, amazing. Richelle has kids. She still looks like a kid herself. Yeah, I only have one kid, and I'm 25, so I'm not a kid, but I'm still kind of a kid. Sort of. We're all kids at heart, right? Especially Leo season. Yeah, my daughter is she's 6, so I had her young, but I'm wise. All right, so I'm gonna pick one more person. All right, I'm gonna switch this over before I pick. All right, who needs this? Who needs this? Who needs this? All right, I'm gonna randomly pick. So I'm seeing my eyes, right? You guys can see that. Tanya Quirin. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Tanya. Let's who needs this today. Right. Make sure I'm not missing any messages. And depending how long this takes, I might do one more after. So we'll see. So Tanya. You're very welcome, Bobo. Happy birthday again. I think it's gonna be a powerful birthday for you, because right after the eclipse, like, wow, your solar return is gonna be powerful. All right. So, okay, let's get a new chart here. So that was Tanya that I picked. Honestly, guys, I could do this all night. I really could, but I really am not allowed. Okay. October. So Tanya, I gave you the coordinations. Oh, can you just give me not the coordinations, but the just the location. Oh, I think actually you already gave it to me. It's the 29th. And you're very welcome, Tanya. 7. And is that 7:55 a.m.? Just making sure. Or is that p.m.? Tanya. Yes, that's a.m. Okay. Perfect. And Rose Hill. Okay. Here we go. I found it. All right, just confirm if that's right. Yeah, okay. Go live. You know what? That's definitely an idea, Elizabeth. You can sub to your channel and go live from there. That's awesome. It makes me feel good. Mostly sleep. Okay. But yeah, no, that's an idea, Elizabeth. I'm gonna think about that. But if I do this, you guys gotta, like, you know, order a reading at least, because I can't always do it for free. I mean, I love doing it for free, but it doesn't pay the bills, right? All right, so I'm gonna switch my screen around here. Oops, that's not it. There we go. All right. Share. Okay, so Tanya. Yay, stallions. Ooh, you really do have a bunch of stallions. I like it. Oh, wow. Let's all look at our stallions. Okay, so your North Node, another North Node in Taurus, but this time it's in the 6th house. So that would make your South Node Scorpio in the 12th house. So in your past life, I can guarantee that you were very, very, you may have been self-destructive. You may have really, escaped a lot to, like, use escapism. You may also carry with you a deep, deep depressive energy. Thankfully, you have a ton of Sagittarius, so you're very, very, you know, optimistic, which is really good. You're going to need this, especially with all the Scorpio in your chart. Yeah, in your past life, you likely were very much a victim, or felt like a victim, and you could have really escaped a lot, whether through alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever. This is, yeah, and also in your past life, you may have been very very controlling and very very psychic too. Like both the 12th house and Scorpio are both very, very, very intuitive signs. You likely really developed your intuition and gifts in your past life. May have abused them, possibly. But yeah, I still do. It's a good idea. So I just didn't know like a push and pull. Yeah, that's tough. But hey, at least you got Sag. You got Sag Venus, Sag Uranus, Sag Ascendant, Sag Neptune. You almost have. Oh, okay. I thought your moon was there, but it's not. It's in Capricorn. Capricorn moon can be kind of heavy and deep too. But anyways, in your past life, yes, you very much. You could have been your own self-undoing. You could have been very much your own, what's the word I'm looking for? I use sidereal and tropical, mostly tropical, but I do use both. Astro student. So yes, and in this life, you are much more focused on your health, your routines, what you put into your body, what you eat. This can really, by the way, have an effect on your overall health, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. What you put into your body, you'll be very sensitive to this, especially having Chiron there. Anyways, so in this life, you are much more practical. You are much more work-oriented. You're very focused on being of service to others as well. Sorry. Can you relate numerology to past lives? That's a hard one. I know some numerology and whatever, but I'm not sure if that, to me, that would be like your current energy that you're bringing with you, but I could be totally wrong. But I don't think it has to do with past lives, but definitely look into that. I will do the same with numerology. I'll look into that more so that we can talk about that as well. So yes, with your North Node being in the 6th house, your routines and your career will be very, very important to you. Oh yes, Chiron opposite Venus. No, it shouldn't worry you. I mean, if anything, this can point to how you can heal, really. Because remember, last time I talked about Chiron being our wounds, and where we have trouble healing ourselves, but where we can heal others. So I know we're not talking about Chiron today, but I love Chiron. So I'm going to talk about Chiron a little bit after I talk about your North Node some more. So having the North Node in Taurus, yeah, you're very focused. Your self-worth and your values comes from your work and your service to others, your practical, physical work that you do. What do the blue, red, and green lines symbolize? Okay, so actually this isn't a very good chart to show you, but the blue, so for example, I'm just going to run through this quick. The blue, so like the Mercury and Saturn are making a sextile to Mars. So this, a sextile normally represents an opportunity. This is a harmonious, beneficial energy. This is also where we can find, yeah, I'll get into that another day because that is like a whole other ball game. Anyways, you feel like you're struggling with routine and daily habits. Yes, and you know what? This definitely has to do with your wounds as well. But your routines and your health, this is a huge focus that you are, this is where you're focused on in your life. Very much your career, your routines, establishing healthy routines and healthy habits, especially, right? Especially with all the unhealthy habits that you've taken in from your past, right? So you're really working on being healthier in this life, especially with your having healthier values, having healthier self-worth. This is a huge focus for you. Okay, and also your Chiron being retrograde for one. This is something you definitely bring in from your past. Chiron in the 6th house and in Gemini. Speaking, you may have a hard time talking about, sorry, let me think for a sec. It was my own undoing in a past life. That almost sounds like I killed myself in a past life. No, not that you were, I mean, you could have, especially with all that actually you really could have, especially with all of that Scorpio energy and in the 12th house. Yes, worst enemy, Terry, thank you. Her own worst enemy, not her own self-undoing. Sorry. Yes, being in the 12th, your own worst enemy. Thank you very much, Terry. That's much better words to use for that. But yes, this life, your wounds reside in speaking about. I'd be surprised, honestly, since I was a kid, I felt like I did. Interesting. I don't think an undoing would be a suicide. No. The only reason I say that could be possible, and I didn't bring it up, someone else did, but is because the 12th house and with Scorpio. But this definitely, does not mean that is what happened. But anyways, moving on. um, so yes, your wounds have to do with your routines and your past. This is like habits, routines, day-to-day activities. So when you are, you could really struggle with learning how to bring in better routines and stuff like that. Gemini rules learning, it rules communication. You could really struggle with discussing your wounds in regards to this and your career and being of service to others. When you're not being of service to others, this can really make you feel crappy. It can make you feel very hurt, very wounded. But with Chiron, this is where we are capable of healing others. So for you, you can really talk to people and really help heal them that way, especially if it has something to do with their career or, you know, their routines. Like, you may not be able to give yourself good advice with, you know, this kind of stuff, but you're really great at giving other people advice with this. But yes, I'm going to move on. I'm going to pick one more person just because. Oh yes, also having Gemini Chiron, this could be you know, people lying about you, or, you know, that sort of thing, or, you know, interesting. All right, anyways, I hope that resonated. Tanya, let's switch this over again. Start. All right. Please let me know if that resonated, Tanya. I hope it did. It really helpful. Oh, good. Yes, and also I forgot to mention, in my services, I do a lot of written readings, and these written readings are really where my niche is, I guess. This is where I really excel. I bring a lot of good, like a ton of detail, like way more than what I'm giving you now. So definitely check out my services and book a reading if you feel like it. You'll get way more information, especially, you know, on every aspect. Like, anyways, yes. All right, I'm gonna pick one more person. All right, who needs this the most? Oh yes, oh, I forgot to mention, Tanya, 6th house is also the health and the body. Your wounds could reside there. And being Gemini, this may be mental health. You may have issues with mental health. But you can help other people with this. Sorry. All right, now I'm going to pick somebody for real this time. Yes. All right, I'm going to hurry up and pick, because I feel like I'm making you guys way too long. Oh man, I wish I could just do like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You could have issues with mental health or wounds related to mental health. When I say mental health, I don't mean like you're mentally whatever. I apologize. I should be more clear on what I meant. When I say this could be depression. I know a lot of people don't see Gemini as a depressive sign, but considering some other aspects you could have a hard time changing your thought process, that sort of thing. But yeah, when I say mental health, I just mean like, you know, overthinking. I mean, over criticizing yourself, that sort of thing. Anyways, all right. Just pick Rosemary. Keep on the trend. Oh, I see. All right. Oh, and that's another thing. Good point, Joey. Elements. I wonder if we can change our destiny. When it comes to astrology, sorry guys, I know I'm going on another tangent, but this is important. When it comes to astrology, it all boils down to free will. Astrology is just a map, a blueprint of our potential, our weaknesses, our strengths, yada, yada, yada. And we have, I mean, a lot of this stuff we come here having it pre-planned, like some of the stuff, who we're going to meet, you know, stuff like that, fated stuff. But we do have room, you know, in our chart for free will. It always boils down to this, okay? So we always have the choice to pick our destiny and what we want. Always, yeah, always boils down to that. Okay. Thank you, Joey, for bringing that up. All right, I'm gonna stop keeping you guys on. I'll be your best friend. Oh, just support me on astrolata.com. That's all I ask, and I'll be your friend. Yes, depression's not only due to one planet. You're very correct. Neptune, the moon, you know, squares to the moon. There's lots of different aspects. I just find that Gemini often have depression without knowing it. But that's just my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick. Okay. So many hearts to be broken. Yeah, hey. My rising sign is Virgo. Okay. You know what? You're all my best friend. Nora. Okay, I'm a pick. I'm a pick. Sorry, guys. This Pisces is slow sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna just close my eyes and let my mouse pick again because that seemed to be the best way to do it. Lamb's wing. Lamb's wing. I picked you. Okay. Birthday is my daughter. You're a year and a couple days older than me. Okay, guys, stop commenting for a sec so I can. Thank you. Okay. Let's add a new person. Okay, this is the last one I'm doing, guys. I would love to keep doing this all night. Seriously, I would. Please let me know where you're born and what time, and if you're a male or a female, please. How do you contact me for reading? Go to astrolata.com. I'm in the readers section. My name is Richelle. That's how you can reach me. Okay, so Lamb's wing. Yes, Astrolata's page in the readers section. My name is Richelle. E-L-L-E. Okay, Lamb's wing. Yes, February 27th. But what time and what location? All right. Just need the rest of that info. Okay. Super cool. Thanks, Joey. So yeah, guys, I already picked. Just waiting for this person to give me the rest of their info. Okay. So, thank you. All right. 8. 14. All right, and then being oops. Binghamton. Oops. Binghamton what? Sorry. There's a few of them. New Year. Okay. Oh, right. That looks right. Right. All right. You're so very welcome. And are you a female or a male? Sorry. I don't know if you answered that yet. Oh, female. Okay. Sweet. Okay. And I'm gonna switch my screen over. All right. Oh, my hair's all crazy. Why don't you guys tell me? Okay. Switch. Okay. So your north node. Oh, interesting. Okay. So your north node is in Capricorn, and it's in the 4th house, making your south node in. Ooh, that's interesting. Your south node in Cancer in the 10th house. This is actually the same as me. Who did you pick? We picked Lamb's Wing. Okay. So having the south node in Cancer in the 10th house. In your past life, you may have been very, very focused on your social status. Like me, you may have been an artist or a musician, a singer, somebody like that. Maybe not. And also, yes, you were very, in your past life, you could have been very, very moody and emotional, and you may have really not held back much with this, and you may have also felt entitled because having the south node in the 10th, you really have developed your authority when it comes to your creativity and what it is you create. Also, okay, so having the north node in Capricorn in the 4th house, and also you have a stellium in the 4th house. So this for you, you can easily work from home. Like you can really, or you can, okay, so your home life is going to be very important to you, being in the 4th house. This is the area which you're really going to work on. You're really more going to be focused on your home life and being the authority at home. Also, you could be very creative, and you might, like artistic, you may be artistically creative, you may even be musically creative, that sort of thing. Alright, let me make sure. Okay. So yes, you're very focused, yeah, very focused on your home life and creating a stable home. This position really can give you the, you're so into art, there you go. And that's the perfect thing, because you can do that at home, right? And depending, you can, it's very important to you. Yeah, exactly. Keep going for it, because that's where you're here to develop in this life, is your art, and to be able to do it from home, right? This is where you'll feel you're most satisfied as well, doing your work from home. And also, sweet dreams, Bonbon. Awesome. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Would that make a good author? Actually, a children's author, yeah. Very possible. She has a lot of, like, her son is in the 5th house, which is very much about children. She can have a lot of compassion for children. And also her moon is in Leo, and it's in the 11th house. This is a writer, children's author for sure. You could, actually, you might even be doing one of the things I'm doing. I'm working on writing a children's book, and also doing the illustrations as well. So you could be doing that too. You'd be very good at it, especially if it was for children. Or, you know, the inner child in us adults as well. Awesome. Take care, Tanya. All right. So yeah, definitely she could be an author for sure, but I think she'll definitely be more interested in the artistic part of it, of course. But yeah, you bringing creativity into your career is very important to you. Tell me what my Chiron means, please. Yeah, I will. Especially, actually, I was gonna get to that because your Chiron is almost opposite. Not quite. It's like 6 degrees off of being opposite from your North Node. So this could, and actually it's retrograde, so this likely comes from your past as well. Your Chiron is in Cancer in the 10th house, really close to your South Node. So your wounds could have to do with your social status and your career, as well as your mother or your family life. This could be where your wound resides. Also, creativity, not being able to express it in your work is very, you know, stifling of your energy. So yeah, let me know if that resonates there, Lamb's Wing. That makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, you have a lot of creativity in you, and definitely use it because you have a lot of energy in your 4th house for sure. Perfect. You're very welcome. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna switch this over here so I can talk at you for one more minute. Hi. So yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. If you guys would like to, keep letting me know if you guys like these videos, and also feel free to share ideas for future videos. Yes, astrology is important. Absolutely, it's very important. There's so much insight, not only about ourselves, but about others that we can gain from it. Our birth chart basically tells us a lot, but it's our soul. This is our life journey and our lessons we're here to learn. So yeah, very welcome. I'm so glad you liked that and it resonated. But yeah, so that is it for the North Node and South Node for today. Let me know if you guys want me to revisit these topics another time. Also, oh yes, I forgot to mention, if you feel like, thank you so much, Astro Student. I appreciate that comment. Yes, if you guys feel like sharing your North Node, South Node stories with me, email me. You can email me at astrolotta.com. I would love to hear some of your North Node, South Node stories. If you know much about your North Node or South Node and how it affects you, as well as any aspects to it, definitely feel free to share that. Next week, I am debating what we're talking about. We may talk about. We'll stick to the karma. We'll stick to the karma topic. But yeah. Keep tuned in next week. It's going to be another good karma session with some more free readings. So yeah, thank you very much. If you are interested in getting a reading with me, check out my services on astrolotta.com. My name is Richelle, and yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. I love doing this. Juno, yeah, that can be a good one. Not so much karma. Juno's more so, our ideal karmic relationships. Yes, good idea, Becky. I think I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. Karmic relationships. Yes, because our karma, comes from many sources. It's not just personal karma, but it comes from, family karma is a huge one, as well as karma that we share with other people, soul contracts, that sort of thing. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll talk more about that next week. Thank you again. I'm just going to make sure. Saturn, yes, Saturn, and as well as the moon. Those are very karmic planets as well. Weird. Prices like, please. My prices, again, just check out astrology.com, reader section. They're very affordable. Awesome. So yeah, thank you again so much. You guys, thank you, thank you. Take care. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.